Alright, hey, what's up YouTube? This is Brian from Team Wabaku. We're doing deck profiles, and I'm going to be showing off my scrap deck. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, here we got Gorz tokens, and all of mine are Brawly, because Brawly's are shit. And he's 5 million. Alright, now to main deck, I have...
It's over 9,000.
Dude, that's like fucking way over 9,000. Triple Chimera. Essentially, he does the same thing as Blizzard, but he grabs a scrap tuner instead of, the monster and him being the tuner. But he can only synchro with a scrap monster, and he can only synchro for a scrap monster. He's awesome. Then we have Triple Scrap Beast. He's your 4-star tuner, and if he dies by scrap effect, you can add a scrap monster other than Beast from your graveyard to your hand. So, Chimera. Then we have Triple Goblin. This card will save you as much as it looks like it may not, but he's fantastic. He honestly is what wins me games at my locals. What it is because he cannot be destroyed by battle, except unless he's attacked while if he's attacked while in face-up defense position, he destroys himself at the end of the battle phase. And that's only if he's attacked while face-up. And if he dies by a scrap effect, like his own effect, you can add a scrap monster from your graveyard to your hand, essentially Chimera. So, focus a lot around recycling Chimera, because Chimera is what gets you Dragon out. I run 1 scrap golem. You don't need to run more, but he's too good to not run, because he specials any level 4 lower scrap monster from your graveyard to either side of the field, which if you need to, if you're afraid of Gorz, you can special Goblin to their side of the field in attack mode and swing for 23, or just get another tuner and synchro for Dragon or Twin. Instead of the Spies, which I used to run, I now run 2 Cyber Dragons, because in the meta that I'm in, they work way better, and you can top deck them, and they synchro for either Dragon with Goblin I mean, or Twin with Beast. I tech in 1 Spirit Reaper, because he's great with Scrap Dragons, and Scrap Dragon clears the field so much, he can knock the cards from hands that they can't play, so that way it doesn't come back to hurt you. And also, since he stays on the field, he's great synchro fodder for if you need to go Bryo or Goyo or Black Rose the field for some reason. Gorz, because you're going to have empty fields every now and then, and Gorz is great. Morphing Jar. I run 15 monsters. This helps you cycle through them, and you don't care if your tuners are in the graveyard, and you want Golem in the graveyard. Pretty much the only cards you care about knocking from your hand are Chimera. But still, sometimes you can cycle him through, so it's okay. He's great. He wins me about probably more games than Goblin does, actually. Triple Scrap Storm. This card is honestly, it's broken. I'm not even gonna lie. You select 1 face-up scrap monster. That's the cost. They can't do anything to change that. They can book it, steal it, whatever. Your effect still is going off. What it does is you send 1 scrap monster from your deck to your graveyard, and then draw a card just because it's awesome. Then you destroy the selected scrap monster. And by the way, if they book it, your monster still dies. And since the monster dies by scrap effect, if it's a tuner, you can get a Chimera from your graveyard to your hand. 3 scrapyards. It's a Rhoda for any scrap tuner, so it's a Rhoda. You can run 3, run 3. Pot of Duality. You do not have to run this. It's great though. Like, the only reason you don't have to run it is because you special summon a lot. If you draw it late game, like I've done sometimes, it's great for a Scrap Dragon target. But a lot of times it gets you that card you need, it helps you get another Scrapyard, you can deck then even more, or grab your Dark Hole or something to do next turn, but it's great. Run it if you can, you don't have to. This you do have to run. You have to run Triple Book of Moon because it saves your Goblin from Stardust. Stardust can stop your Goblin from destroying himself, in which case, when they swing at him while he's face up, book the Stardust afterwards, so that way Goblin destroys himself and you get your Chimera back, and then you just destroy Stardust on your turn. Because it's face down, and Stardust is pussy. Double MST, because Oppression destroys scraps, and you can't have that happening. And also, it hits D-Fissure, Macrocosmos, pretty much anything that's hurting you, it gets rid of. Trunade, Cold Wave, Reborn. Cold Wave, honestly, I hate it, but it's too good not to run. Oh, and Dark Hole, because it's awesome. Mind Control. You run 6 tuners, You can tune with anything for anything with them. You can mind control the monsters, take them, go for whatever. Double bottomless, which a lot of people are saying stop running them because Sam's, but there's more decks than Sam's out, so you might as well run them. Double warning. Then I have Mirror Force, Call, and I tech in 2 Deep Prisons because there's a lot of Stardusts and Shooting Stars right now, and you need to get rid of them. Then onto extra deck, I have Catastor, Bryo, Goyo, Black Rose, 2 Scrap Archfiends, since Chimera can only go 4 Scrap Monsters, 1 Stardust, 1 Colossal, triple Scrap Dragon. You have to run 3. Now this you don't have to run 3, but you should run at least 2. Go triple Scrap Twin. However, 3 did save my ass the other day against dragons because I kept suiciding with it and getting Golem and Synchro again and popping, and I won with 100 life points that he hit for me. On turn 2, I was at 79 down, and I won because of Dragon Golem loop. And then Chimera Tech, since Frog Monarchs run a lot of formulas, and you main deck 2 Cyber Dragons. And then the side deck, which is going to change a little bit since Sam's are now out, so I gotta make room for them. But double Thunder King, double Veiler, 2 Noblemans for plants or sabers or something, anything like that, that's set stuff. Triple Decree, if you need back row, if you're going against something that has a lot of back row that hurts you, Decree is the way to go, and you can pop it with Scrap Dragon if you need to use yours. Double Restrict for Monarchs. Double Iron Wall for any kind of removal deck, because you can't have them removing your tuners or you're going to lose. Chain Disappearance for a lot of decks, because there's a lot of pussy creatures out there, and this says fuck you. Especially Monarchs, hit the Treeborn. Crevice, because there's too many graveyard-based decks. You need to get rid of the ones that you can. Alright, YouTube. Alright, that's my scrap deck. I guess just rate, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think. Alright, peace out.